Today, I'm going to show you how to access and use the LGBTQ plus source database. First, you'll start at the Delgado Library's homepage, scroll down to where it says Databases, then click here to access our databases. And here's the LGBTQ plus source database. Now I'm going to choose a topic that's specific to LGBTQ plus topics. This database is great because it has lots of resources that are specific to LGBTQ plus topics. The journals and books that are included in this database are specifically LGBTQ plus focused journals and books. So I'm going to start typing queer, and you can see it's already filling in lots of topics having to do with the keyword queer, queer theory, queer or LGBTQ or gay or and on, queer representation, queer baiting, queer coding. I'm going to search for queer identity, and that did my search for me. I have 591 results. You can see over here on the right-hand side we have some web news, some recent web results with the term queer. Or queer identity, some video results. This includes newspaper results, magazines, books, and academic journals. Fortunately, with this, we can't limit to PDF full text, so we'll just have to be conscious that we're looking for PDF full text journals. If I wanted to, I could limit to just magazines or newspapers, or if I wanted to limit to books, I could do that. In this case, I'm going to limit to academic journals. Now I've got 394 results. If I wanted to limit further, I could do that. I could limit by the language. Wanted to limit to English. If I wanted to limit our geography, I could do that. I could limit to United States. Likely more of these results are in the United States than are listed here, though, so I might not want to do that. But if I wanted to look specifically at queer identity in Canada or China, or maybe if I look at click show more, I could see queer identity in India or Taiwan. I could select that. I could look at specific publications. So these are titles of journals, and I could limit to those publications. I could also look at some of the subject headings and select subject headings to limit by. For now, I'm just going to keep it with this queer identity with these results. I could also, if I wanted to get more specific, I could look at intersectional identities like queer identity and disability, or queer identity and race, um, and further limit my results that way. So we can look at some of these results I have here: a sort of blanket term, qualitative analysis of queer sexual identity marking. Um, we have here negotiating multiple identities while gifted, reflections from Black queer gifted men. You can see this one right here does not have the full text. Though this one looks really interesting, I wouldn't be able to get to it because we don't have the full text available. If you wanted to get to a result like this, you could get in touch with us here at the Delgado Libraries, and we could get it through interlibrary loan. So for now, I'm going to look at this first result, a sort of blanket term. And here we have everything we need to know about the resource without actually reading the resource. We have the title, we have the authors, we have the source or the journal it came from and when it was published, October 2020, the volume and issue number, how many pages it is, the document type, in this case it's an article. It might have been a newspaper article, a magazine article, or a book. We have our subject terms. This gives us additional terms that we might want to search for. Some author-supplied keywords that we might want to search for as well if we're looking further into this topic, like plurisexual, which is something I might not have thought of, but might be a good term to look at. And then we have our abstract, which is a sort of a summary of the article. So if we've decided that we want to use this, we can click on PDF full text. And now here we go. Here's um, the article as a PDF. We can print it. We could download it using these icons up here in the upper right. I'm going to go back to the detailed record, show you some more things we could do. If we wanted to have someone read it to us, it will be sort of a computer sounding automated voice, but we could listen to it. We could have it translated. This will be sort of a Google Translate kind of thing. So the translation may not be perfect, but it'll translate. We can choose different languages to have it translated into. Um, if you wanted to put this in your Google Drive, you could do that. If you sign in, you could save it to a folder. If you're working on a paper and you're going to be using lots and lots of resources, you can add it to a folder so you can keep all your resources organized. Again, you could print it. You could email it to yourself, or if you're working on a topic with a fellow student, you can email it to yourself. You could save it. You could export it. You could get the permalink. If you look at the link all the way up here at the top, that's not going to be able to get you back to where you need to be. Um, so you use this permalink right here, and this is what's going to get you back to this resource. You can also cite the resource. So if you click Cite, and here you go, you've got all your different citation formats. So if you're working in the humanities, you might be using Chicago, or you might be using APA. If you're probably using MLA though, so here's the MLA resource citation. So you copy that, paste that into your document. Just make sure you check it to be sure that the citation is correct. And that is how to use um, LGBTQ plus source. If you ever have any questions, you can always ask us in the library. You can click us, ask us here and chat with us. You can also click the About Us tab, and here's the information for getting in touch with us at the library.